kind of sliding a bit on the floor. It's also like a bit too... His hips a bit too twisted in the walk animation. I thought it would be this bone. Holy shit. Something's happening here too. We gotta take a look at these curves. That's side to side mostly. This is up and down. And this is forward and back. As we go like... Probably better. Hello, Spruce. Ugh. See how it looks in game. I honestly, like, I thought this would look a little bit better than it does. But the feet don't feel like they're properly connecting to ground, right? It's too slidey. I even made a little thing. I don't know if it's active, but yeah, we got like this walk factor thing. Move multiplier, I mean. Which I've animated so that it should be like it's moving more with the thing. I'm still like super on the like I'm not. I don't know why my nose is never stopping, and yeah, I'm not 100%. I'm very tipped. Yeah, might go get some nose spray actually. You notice it so much more when you start talking. 1 second. doesn't seem to want to pass. It's been like weeks of this now. My throat is like, ugh. But I think my throat feels better than it did like before. I'm gonna do a little stream today. I don't know, just a couple of hours, maybe until lunch or something. See if we can get this guy going. Then I have some off-stream stuff to do. Yeah, I don't really know how to, like, I could re-author and use like root motion. Do the walking. Because I think it looks. Well, what I probably should be doing is not focus on the animation, the walk animation. It's like almost like a slow walk is harder to get right because of the. You just see more of the sliding, the missed sync between stuff. It doesn't look good. I hate it. I mean, part of it is probably that it's not the best animation, but a decent amount of the problems, I think, still does come from the fact that this move thing isn't tight. Maybe if I do this. I don't understand how it determines when to reload the file. Is it just moving a lot too fast? Is that the... It's not too bad. Maybe 2.4 or 5. It's not supposed to be like chasing after you or anything. It's just supposed to have a little bit of movement, and then it's gonna attack you when you get close. There's like two. I want to maybe think about the design of this enemy. What it should be good for. And I don't know like exactly what I want, but there's been some ideas about it attacks when you're close, and then maybe they're having some kind of shield unless they're attacking. So you can either like go below and then attack them from the back. It does look a lot like they are having their weak spot in their head, which is something that I want. I want them sort of yeah, whatever. Simplify here and see what we can do. So we got the rotation. Maybe a slower rotation would be cool. I think also they shouldn't rotate towards us unless... Because here's the idea. Oh, shouldn't I be able to see him? Yeah. Oh, it's the AABB. AABB of this needs to be bigger. Like... So here it's gonna try to walk towards me. My idea is that if I know it's there, yeah, maybe we can just do like if it walk towards me if I'm on the same. So if I'm like going down here, it's gonna stop and I don't see it, and then I can go from behind, and then it just like turns around too fast. So the question is, do I do like a vision cone thing to acquire and so on? You got featured by Godot. Did they find you or you found them? Emilio contacted me and said you should probably send something in. So I think that the turn thing is just like way too fast. It should also be a bit delayed. I think that you shouldn't start turning around until it's time, right? So we want to be on the same side for a while before it turns towards us, and it probably should be if we're closer than a certain. So we have like detection, attack distance. We could have like ignore distance at something like 20, or let's do 15. So we can check if how do we want to communicate this between the different parts of the code. I was thinking to have like a timer that counts up when you're in, and then if that timer is more than 1, for example, you do something like C target timer 0. I was thinking maybe this part can be here. But it probably should be is the largest out of 0 and see target timer plus delta, and in this case it should be the same there, largest between 0 and see target timer minus delta. I think that should cap it, sort of. And now we've got to see us, and it should be within ignore range. We need to have like another yep. Let's see if this works. Yes, it's a Godot nav mesh. So now it can see us. Now we go here. It should stop seeing us. Are we out of the ignore range now? What I want to be able to do is go here, and then it should turn around when it sees me, and then it should start attacking. Here it's like, it's still following me, even though, yeah, it should be minus delta times 5 or something, so it's doing this. Oh, I actually, yeah, this should be different. This should be clamp, because it should be clamped between 0 and 1, so that this doesn't, or maybe not 1, maybe 2 is a good value, because if it's seen you for a long time, maybe it should take a little while before it gives up. So now he's here. I flip around, and now I can tell he's around there, and I can shoot him in the back. And then he should turn around. Also, if it takes damage, I want it to be like see target timer is 2 directly. So it like directly turns around if you shoot it in the back. It's like he's here. Huh. The rotation. 3D animation is tricky. It's usually it is a bit tricky with like humanoids. Also, don't like the smoke is like not attaching very well to the hands. Hello, nickname. I think he should not stop for as long, maybe. Warden vibes, yeah, or I'm thinking of the some of the hive enemies in Destiny, especially the taken ones that have that glow. now I'm too far away. Now it doesn't care about me. So ignore distance. I mean, it probably should be like 25 or something. Let's do this. Let's see if we can just add them to. No, let's make the attack as well. This one is weird. What I want to do is for the enemy to kind of do some sort of slashy animation thing. Maybe both arms at the same time and do this kind of crossing over attack that runs along the ground. Call this attack, I guess. See what we can do. Bend forward and then just like do a rip upwards. Like maybe grab the pelvis thing. Bend forward. And head forward, I think, too. We'll do something about the little tendrils in a bit here. And then I'm thinking, like, hands down into the ground. Oh, they can't really reach. Should also rotate these around like this. Is it? Maybe not. Is it because I don't have the... There it is.
Like bend down, and then from here we want to do a pretty quick, like, this is never really good with IK, like forward, something about the rotations I'm missing. This. I might have something bad going on with my things there. Okay, so it's like bad here. The arms are definitely like a bit too delayed. And then there's something about the curves here that messes up with the arms. How's the first part of it? I think it should stay down there a bit longer before it like does the whole thing. Now there's a bit too much. Do some lagging of these behind as well. So it's like here I want probably this to be bent forward more. Same with the head. There's hand sleep will work here. What are these about? Is the hive like the fly? I don't know about Halo lore, so I don't know. But I think they're a bit like that, maybe. They're not the only opposing force in... The left hand totally misses the... It goes back too quickly here. Let's make it go here. Damn. Be good to look at it like this, because it emphasizes the silhouette. Actually, like, I want it to look like it's a cross thing. It would make sense to move the hands so they're ending up in a sort of a crossed over position. Let's see if we can do that without it looking bad. So this point and this point need to be like somehow. And then probably also like that. I feel like both these should have duplicate keyframes here, so it's like it's stuck in the ground and then it takes a while. Let's resync everything once we get, or like make it have offsets to the animation once we get a little bit further in. Especially this going back is not very great. Okay, let's break it down. So it's like hands going in, and then you almost always want the pelvis to lead the animation. The hands come afterwards. I think the arms kind of should come last, so it's like maybe arms and head roughly like at the same time. I think the head especially is too late. Now the arms just like going like this. Doesn't look good. Here's another like probably would be easier to animate the arms with FK here. Although not flat lines up. There needs to be a more delay here. Like goes down, puts the hands into the ground, then waits before it does anything. The pelvis just starts. It's even too little. That motion is a bit too quick too. Low peak. It looks kind of not very powerful. Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. Maybe it shouldn't be like a ground grabbing thing. Agree. Let's restart. I'm gonna do like a thing instead. Let's animate from. I think we still want like an anticipation go backwards or down. Same time the arm. Let's do like a right left kind of thing. This arm is gonna go back. And this one is gonna go a little bit forward. And then we also want to like start twisting. We can start actually at the pelvis. Wait. Then like a bit too late. But yeah, it is a lot easier to do this with FK. I wonder if I want to modify my rig so I can do it with FK. Because you got to kind of put in these transition things. Plus it's hard to get that like needs to follow through a bit too, so that we give the other arm a chance to charge up as well. And then somewhere around here we want the other thing to happen where we like what? What is going on here? Here's where it's not good. You can see that it's such a non-weighty thing there, the way this arm moves. It starts out pretty good. It's like the anticipation, and then the arm, I think the problem is that the arm just leads the thing. It should come later, so maybe I just shuffle it. And here it's just like a little bit too much. Yeah, it really sucks to do this with whatever it's called. IK, because you don't really get these smooth arcs the same way you get if you just FK the shit out of it. That would mean I have to do like, see, it's like moving along the wrong. Is it like, that's what it is now, I think. Maybe I can... I think I need to actually do the whole FKIK thing. I don't remember how to do it though. Is it under here? Weight, influence, and if I just drag this down, it will be an FK thing. It's really hard. Or it is easy to do. It's like pixel art. It's easy to do something half-assed, but it's hard to do something good. Can I put a keyframe on this to kind of disable VIK? That would be a lot easier. There's like animate property. Yeah, I like that idea. So like animate it by setting it to 0. And now we'll do it using FK instead. Cascadeur, I don't know what that is. It's some kind of animation package, right? Or I know, I sort of know what it is, but not quite. Idea at least now being that I should be more in control of what these things are. Like probably want this to be like at the first frame it probably should be a little bit more relaxed. I'm gonna swing back and that's gonna extend the arm. Like, then as the rotation happens, somewhere we'll end up in like this position. We probably should have the shoulder follow as well. Wow, the shoulder needs to be in a neutral position. This to lag behind a bit, so we do a bit of that rotation.
It is in fact a direct reflection of your own imagination, your own intelligence.
Maybe even at the fully extended position, we bend the arm a bit so that we can extend the arm as we go, giving it a bit more. I need to figure out which direction the arm bends.
What is all this micro
every time you turn the switch off of one of those persons.
Wow, there's a big like
From the globe.
snap on the way back there.
It's the fundamental question of whether this society
It feels snappy.
can find a way to make itself as rich and as powerful.
I need to figure out like how realistic I want these to be. There's something to be said for for maybe doing a little bit less realistic for the sake of Jews. So I don't know. This movement feels
Speaking of marketing, one of today's greatest
too
clients in the entertainment field is video
soft.
games. It's a business which has tripled in size in just 3 years. Ron Hendren went out to the field to bring us this special report.
I'm gonna start over again. I'm sorry.
All over the country, armies of young people are blasting away at invaders from outer space and paying for the privilege. I'll be looking at the electronic game craze, which has not only fascinated the nation, but which has created some interesting problems as well. Although it looked innocent enough, this machine turned out to have some unusual powers. It kept kids mesmerized for hours.
Okay. Then over like something like this, it should be both moved forward and rotated over to the other side. That's a basic motion. And then we want to do the arm. A little late. It's pretty good. I think I want there, this is too horizontal, it's like moving like this, but I want it to be like diagonal. So I need to modify, I think if we're starting from here, it should be like, comes here and it the rest of the motion I think we can do with the arm. Just like get rid of these for now. Like You will mostly see it from the front. That's where it needs to really work. We're gonna have to adjust something here too. Alfred is asking, what is a trigger, sound trigger for when picking up? It's better than the previous one, at least. Now we just need the secondary motion of the heads and stuff. But I want to get the something about the rotation of this. I guess the hand doesn't look quite right. First of all, just should twist it maybe too unnaturally. I don't know if it breaks too much here. Maybe, like, where does it... More flappy appendages, yeah. Does it look a bit bad from a silhouette's point? I think that's I'm not ready to be that good. Like, I need to learn more before I take that into account. But if I were to art direct someone, I would say like this is a very awkward like silhouette. It might be actually fixable a bit by twisting the knees. That does do a lot to the overall feel. It's still like there's something about the arm that is not great, but I think it's potentially like usable for blocking in at least. And then we got all the weirdness there, but you're not gonna see a lot of that in action, so I think maybe it's fine. I mean, it's a decent first try. Yeah. And then we got the other arm. And the other slash. I think I'm gonna bake it into the same animation. Maybe that's a bad idea. Like already here, or maybe here, we should be like twisting towards that other.
That grizzly bears are dangerous.
Try and stop your tractor. Convert outlaw.
Vehicles each sold separately with 2 figures. Batteries not included.
Atari Games has brought you a constant stream of steady hits. Video games which have had the excitement and yet keep players coming back again.
That's a back. I want the pelvis. So around here, I wanted to start. And maybe the knees follow as well. Not quite as much.
To the freedom fighters, to the Everest climbers, to the castaways, to the midnight riders, to the spark igniters, I am on my way. Let it be said and let it be known, he who is free is never alone. The path before us, the world behind us, I'll wait for you there. I am on my way. I am on my way.
That looks
To the lost ark raiders, to the lion tamed,
not very good.
to the white tide chaser, to the black flag raiser, I'm on my
Yeah, that might be true.
be said and let it be known. He who is free is never alone. The path before us, the world behind us, I'll wait for you there. I am on my way. I am on my way. place under the sun. There's a song on the Sahara wind that lifts you to your feet again. The dances on the clockwork stars that pulses through a beating heart. There's a song that sings long lost alone and far from home. Golden guiding golden bells to find their place under the sun. There's a song on the Sahara wind that lifts you to your feet again. Dances on the clockwork stars that pulses through a beating heart.
The first swing is more powerful than the other. And I think maybe we're doing a little bit less with the on this part of the back here. I don't remember. Did we like angle it like this? Maybe it's the fact that the other one feels like the backhand. It doesn't like rotate this part as clearly towards the
I made my home in a tin top bomb, and now I'm so happy with 28 years of free falling. Oh, but now it's all guts and I'm balling. And she was born in a tenement, woke up with shit for nerves. You know she never learned to talk to adults. She said everything's easier in here. Like the dancer with bruises who gathers the cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. All I ever wanted was a spot in the mountains with an 8-frame cabin and nobody
This does take some time. Let's say that for sure. Gonna have 4 enemies by the end of next week. That also includes like modeling those. Modeling is more of a known quantity, I feel like, at this point.
like the dancer with bruises who gathers the cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. When we stole the car on the 4th of July, I pawned my guitar and we drove through the night. I've come to look for America too.
How many said it already looks something of Out of Risk of Rain 2? This character?
Like the dancer with bruises who gathers the cash
The grandparent?
no, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. When we stole the car on the 4th of July, I pawned my guitar and we drove
I'm fine with that comparison, I guess.
to look for America.
Not really. One thing is also the bend of the fingers. Now, haven't really checked if I. Yeah, it seems like I can probably like do a bit with that. So like somewhere around here we could like start posing them. But I want the next parts here to as well be like rotationally something. Sure. Post it into a more like clawy grip here. I think it's also it's the pelvis that just doesn't follow through as much. Like here, I could see we rotate a little bit more and a little bit more back or something. So it's like before it goes back. I think this is good enough for now. Imp Overlord. Big imp. It's kind of looking like it's falling over, but There's still something about the position it goes to here. Usually I find like when something looks wrong, it's mostly because it's like the entirety, it's like it's entirely the wrong direction. Like one thing comes before something that should come after. It doesn't really, at my level of animation, it's usually that. It's not that, oh, this should be like one frame later, one frame earlier. It's like I'm doing the exact opposite of what I should be doing. And that's where, how far my animation expertise goes, or whatever. This is pretty good. I think it's not too bad. So could put a little bit more time into getting some lagging motion of the head, for example. It's like here we could be turning it and twisting it a little bit. And then as we go around here, we could do this so it looks here's an example of that. I think like the head is leading the motion where it should be like lagging behind more. Really hard to tell what's going on. Yeah. It is quite exaggerated. I think I like that. But yeah, and it might be that we'll have to, for the time being, simply get rid of these guys. We can make those again, but I think we should be doing them with some kind of effect, because now it doesn't quite look good. Okay, let's look at the walk animate. Okay. I was scared there for a second. I'm still scared. So I think what's going on here is that I haven't animated the influence. Should default to 1 on both the arms. But does the attack animation break now? No, because that one has the animations. Cool. I think it's okay. How about the flinch animations? They're also not set up like that. Okay. It looks really bad, to be honest. What's going on, really? This hand feels like almost by default it should be more crooked. Like this one has more emotion than the other one. Well, okay. How about idle? Let's see how this handles thing. This could be faster. Let's see how we do this. Need to add the last animation. There's no attack in there yet because we haven't. There's so many things that I would love to improve with this workflow. It's been pretty painful to work with, but now I think I've got like the basics down on how to do it. It doesn't include the attack animation. We're forgetting something. It's not saving, that's why. That's also such a weird design decision from Blender's part to like, let's not save this by default. It still doesn't find the attack animation. Does it find it if we do it here? No, we still have to redo the import. Yep, I saw that they did that. Here's the attack animation. At least you can preview it like this. It actually looks pretty good. Let's go. So now we should be able to find... No? Still have to add it here? Oh. Huh. Do we add like... Do we just add the attack? Okay, the UI is confusing. But okay, so now we have the attack here. We just need to add it to the tree as a new animation that we can play. Let's call it attack, and then we'll do a transition. And then we should be able to do like play it. This should take 2 seconds or something. I don't remember the... Even longer, 3 seconds. I just... Maybe the curve needs to be... Is it the other way around? I don't understand. Well, what does this do? This should transition from... It's like it's transitioning back a bit too early. There is no there is no like. Yeah, it's really hard to tell what is actually going on. Should it be like a curve like this? That looked pretty good. That angle there, let's do a little bit more work on this. We need to get the angle right for the second part of this attack animation. Like that one is okay, and then this one is too flat. Should be coming from below. Nope. This goes straight out here. That's better, I think. Then I want some secondary motion here where yeah, blended maybe it works. Alaboa, how you doing? Roundhouse. It is. If you look at it, and it's gonna attack at this angle. The attack looks like it's a bit too much to that side. Yeah. So there's some twisting of something. Maybe the pelvis goes a bit far. Rotate it, or maybe it's the second back thing. It's also like yeah, it's a little bit too much. Twist this back and it should have. Seen from above. It looks kind of weird now.
Whatever will be, will be.
But I think we should fix it.
Don't care what anyone else thinks. You'll be okay.
The angle is better now, I think. Okay, let's fix the arm.
It's just a bad day, not a bad life. I'll always be there for you.
Give me just like maybe if we hide this we can see the angle better. Do a little bit less. Then what rotation happens there?
Don't ever give up. Everything worth doing is hard. The only time that matters is right now. It's okay to feel lost. Live life to the full, because you never know what's around the corner. So let's take a part of the world and make it our own. Don't let the bastards grind you down. You feel me?
There's no fate but what we make for ourselves. We always have each other.
Keep your head up, kid.
Always fear regret more than failure.
Stay true to yourself.
Looks like he's hitting himself to the head. A bit too much. I think that's the lower arm rotation. Here, this maybe doesn't need to follow through as much. I think we have it. It's just like is it a shadow? No, the leg does actually like stretch a bit too much. Where does it stretch too much? Here? This keyframe we need to like relax a bit. The head still looks stiff. I think maybe the upper Okay, last thing. This attack arm turns from that angle to like that really quickly here. Want this to start out more in that. I think it's starting to look okay. like it's not a lot of frames. Maybe we want to slow down the end a bit. Where is it? It's like all of these keyframes. We could move ahead just a few frames to a bit too much. Now the other part is the contour silhouette is the important part. You're not gonna see a lot of the like shading you see here. There's a lot of like little ugly things. Okay. Let's see how it looks in and JoJo pose. I don't know why. Also the arms? What the heck are the arms doing? That's not how they are animated. Come on now. Are we like missing something important here? Like, we're probably missing some setting keyframes for something that should have keyframes. No, it's the influence should be 100%. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, that looks more like the animation I had. And then attack. That last part just... I think it is because it's starting to like fade back to the other... Because it doesn't look like that here, does it? That's still pretty strong. So how does these... we need to figure out how these work. So from what I'm thinking is that it starts here with the previous animation and then it quickly goes into this animation. And then I guess it should be doing maybe this to get it right. Yeah. 2 seconds. So 0 is like how much, or the value that comes out of this is how much of the next or current running animation it's gonna blend in, I guess. The second slash, is it a bit too slow now? Still? Maybe it's like something is just a little bit not perfect. However, this is what we have. Let's see if we can just have it play the animation. Somehow. Let's have a lost attack. And then we'll have some kind of attack interval of like 3 seconds or something. So we do like if we are larger than the attack distance, we move. If the direction, well, we can just attack, but I think the rotation if it's not looking at us properly, then it's gonna send the attacks in the wrong direction. Actually, that goes to that pose for too long now. What is the actual length of the animation? The attack animation is 100 seconds, but it can start like going back for after 90, which is 1.5 seconds. So we're gonna say this transition is 1.5 seconds. Yeah. But now this needs to be much snappier. I think the idle thing has a weird arm placement. Probably because we don't have the base keyframe set up for idle yet. It goes into idle. Yeah, that's the problem. Pick up the arms. Influence, make it 100%. Should work. Did import, right? I think either it didn't export or my idle just doesn't work. I don't know where it gets these like base positions from. Where's even the other bone? That's there. What? Oh, it didn't pick both. Ah, strange. weird that it doesn't sync this to... to this loop. But yeah, let's see. Like, looks okay, and then if we go like tree blend 0, it's in the idle state, which is this kind of brain dead state. I think I agree with you, Mindridge. The second slash is a little bit slow, and then the fade back after is too fast now. I think I might need a little bit more, even if we do this. I think it's still got. Then it's gonna cut off the animation instead. So it's still like super fast back. Could have a bit more on the attack. Like it could be 120 instead. And we can blend during the very last part of that. Now let's try that. I guess the alternative is that this X fade is just like, yeah, maybe it doesn't really fade in the previous animation like you think it should. That's much better. What happens if I shoot it during the attack? It's really... Maybe what I could do, it could like sidestep if you're shooting it from too far away. If like it detects that the player is too far away and it gets hit, it just like, not gonna get hit, I'm gonna dash to the side. And then when you get close, you get the risk of getting... Like here, get me, and then we go here. And then it's gonna be confused because I'm not, and then we can like get it from the back and it turns around. So I think it shouldn't start the attack animation until it's been looking roughly in our direction. So we can say something like and global bases z dot the negative of deer is larger than 0.9 or something. I think. Okay. That's not doing it, so it might be the negative of... Not the negative of deer. So now if I'm gonna bait you out here, then I go around, and then it shouldn't really start the animation until it kind of roughly looks in your direction. So I want to put in some sort of markers in the animation where we can put in like little callbacks to functions that could be like shoot left, shoot right, because it's gonna throw these like projectiles along the ground is the plan at least. Let's see how we do that. I know we can do that in Unity. I wonder if you can do it here. One of the problems is simply that the attack animation, I can't preview it here because of the animation tree, I guess. Turn it off. And then you can preview the attack. Nice. So we already have hand stuff, so that could be where we start a projectile shooting, for example. Or we could trigger some animation with this. Like, I would love it to be 0.025 seconds, for example. Zoom it in, and then it's like that frame or something. That's where I want something. So we can create a track that's gotta be like a call method track. I want to call something on slasher enemy. But what? You can do like attack left, attack right. There's add functions for that. Func attack left, print left, and then right, print right. So here I want to insert a key. Attack. Wait, it is right first, I think. Right. And then here. Attack left. Now if we play, it should print in the... Once it does it. Oh wait, I forgot to turn the animation tree back on. Nice dab there. It's delayed, but I think it's correct. Yeah, I think it's correct. It just when it prints, it delays a little bit. So okay, so the easiest way to start would be to instantiate some sort of projectile. That travels along the ground somehow. I want a little bit more particles, but I want them to be less visible. I'm just taking... I don't know why I'm doing this now, but... Because when they're moving, it looked like little puffs of smoke rather than this ethereal like glow. That's okay. Yeah, so how do we actually emit a particle? A projectile? We know the position of the target. We know the position where it should spawn from. It's an easy calculation to just do, like, this is the direction. Then we just need something that can travel along the ground. So let's make one, I guess. New scene. 3D scene. Let's add like a mesh instance That's gonna be our. Let's use a capsule to start with, because this is easy to track along the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the radius height, yeah, 2 meters, fine. We want it to move in what direction? Positive Z? Negative Z? I don't even know. Duplicate that, make a smaller version. Just wanna pretend this is gonna be our ground following projectile here. It looks something like this. And let's add an area 3D. Do we have like hurt box or damage? There's touch damage. Let's use that. Add child. Probably want collision shape 3D, right? And then that will be another capsule. We'll match it up with this, like this. Cool. Touch damage source we don't have yet. Makes me think maybe this should be the touch damage. There we go. Maybe we should make a subclass of touch damage instead. But that's what we have. Yeah, I changed my mind. We need probably more stuff. It's better to have the touch damage not yeah, we're gonna need, like, it's gonna die when it hits an edge or hits a wall. And animating it in and out. So let's create like a slasher projectile. Damage. Or like ground traveling projectile. Sounds good. Node, it's not a mono behavior. Is it traveling with 2 L's? No. Well, traveling and traveling. US, okay. We're just gonna move it forward. So like transform or global position. No, actually it should be a node 3D, yeah. Global position plus equals velocity times delta. We don't have velocity, we have speed. Do 20 or something. With delta, which should be a float. And that's it. And then we just do like age. If age is larger than lifespan Q3. And we'll snap it to like the nav mesh or something in a bit here. This one goes into prefabs, enemies, damage, slasher projectile, good. Slasher enemy. Now you gotta throw these, so let's have a reference to it. Export var projectile prefab, and this should be a packed scene. We're gonna need a function that takes fire or like shoot projectile, and it's gonna take like the source node or like start node and then maybe target, sure. It spawns it at that position, makes it look at target global transform origin. It's gotta not move quite correctly. So, but it's nice to just instantiate this like that. This should be a ground traveling projectile. And this also means we need to have references to the left and right hand. This from left hand to target, which is gonna be target, I guess, with projectile prefab. Yeah, sure. That should work. Cool. So now let's see, the projectile global position is gonna be start node global position. Here Copilot isn't that useful to me. Like world root add child projectile. And I want to figure out the horizontal like XZ plane this is like on the ground, and then we do like var direction is target minus projectile position, sounds good, and then we do dir y, and then dir is normalized, and then we do projectile dot look at position plus direction with up, and then it adds it, and then it should throw it, and then we should be good. We'll see. Also, this one should be named properly. Let's see. Right hand, left hand, quick load slasher, projectile. Notice another folly by wonder if I made it. Nope. Notice how I couldn't save? It's got that open there and it's bad. It sort of works. It absolutely does not work. I mean, I think this is correct. But it can't be because it wasn't, so now what? If I... It is definitely going the opposite direction. Also is like not starting from the right position at all. Is it angry? Yes. Because we haven't added it to the tree yet. So let's do that first. There we go. It is backwards, but if I do this, it's gonna travel backwards, so let's do negative there. You can actually turn off the thing. Yeah, this works. It's quite ugly. Can they hurt me, by the way? They cannot, because I haven't set up the masks. Touch damage should collide with one player, and that's it. If they hit a wall, they should also be destroyed. I think. So we're gonna just lift that off the ground a tiny bit. So yeah, and then we want to like listen for touch and kill them also if it hits something. We want something like this on the area 3D. We want to call this export var damage area. Touch damage should be called. Touch damage. And we do like it should be body entered, right? Because that's and then we destroy it. Sure. Hello, Canny. Want to see if it shoots towards the wall here, they should be destroyed. Doesn't seem to work. Oh, we took damage. Nice. It doesn't hit because I probably coded it, or like, no, it has world as a mask. Is it because it doesn't have like do you know who's Cuddle Monster is an alias of you? Gonna release a showreel. Yeah, that's me or us. So Cuddle Monster is my company. At my company I work and my brother works. I stream under Kebab Skal. On YouTube I actually stream under what's it called? Cuddle Monster Games, I think the new one is. No. That's correct. So what we found is I can take damage. Those feel like they should be much worse. Also, this source is something we want to figure out. So the slasher projectile should have like source entity there. I think it's called source entity and the touch damage. No, just source. Okay, so we just do source, I guess. And slasher enemy projectile. We'll have it here. That's gonna work. Now the damage should be more like 30 or 40. Do 35, so you die in 3. Starting to work. I think the attack distance could be a bit further out. I'm thinking like maybe 12, and then ignore distance could be like 30 maybe. The idea is you'll fight this out. It'll be... How close does it attack? I want you to fight this like this. So you kind of lure it away. If you can get it like, look at me, and then you turn around and you can see in the ghost projection of it, you can kind of just like come around and shoot it in the back a couple of times. Then it's dead. I think I also want. So we got like flinches when it get hit. Those could be stronger, but also the one when you hit it in the face should be even more strong. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Ja. Ja, hon är ju nästan ett. Ja, absolut. I wonder if this is enough for an enemy design, or if we need more. Probably strong flinch should stop delay its attack. Yeah. Currently, it is actually stopping it even on slower or on the smaller flinches. See, you can kind of stop the attack. So does the first one, you shoot it and it stops. That probably shouldn't be happening unless some. I do know when health changes and who changed it, but I don't know if it was like something. What we could do is say like I guess it's gonna stop the animation and then not go back to that animation if that it came from. I don't know. Because I want the flinches, but maybe I shouldn't flinch while I'm attacking or something. Unless it's a headshot. I don't know how that should be handled. It's technically a bit harder for me to go back to the previous animation. Mostly because I don't know what that means. But I guess what I could do is have some kind of layered approach where the flinches are on top of something. But it doesn't want. How do you do like a delay in here? I think you set the delay on the tween. Yeah, I want to see what this does. Sets the time in seconds, after which the property tweener will start interpolating. By default, there's no delay. So that should be like that, right? And then it should be queue freeing. This should be able to take a callback or a callable, I guess. This is like fade in, fade out, free. Which means I shouldn't be needing to do that. Don't need to take care of or take H into account. See if this works. I think that worked. Pretty good. It just needs to be a little bit faster. This is pretty good. Yeah, I'm more or less happy. We could do like set ease. In out and set trans elastic or something just to give it a little bit more life. But I probably should do this in the actual. And now it needs to be longer. Nah. That's not what you call it. Then it opens it up here, and I'm gonna go like here, and then like he's just out. The elastic makes it too much. That looks pretty good. I would love to leave a trail on the ground. I don't know how to do that. Oh, also, we were supposed to stop them when they hit. So they can go through walls, which sucks. I think it has to do with how the slasher projectile is not a body. So that this, when I'm moving it, it doesn't update. Is what I'm thinking. Unless something else is moving into it, it doesn't really like trigger. How do we handle that? What? Sunshine? Beautiful out. I am going to definitely go for a walk after lunch. So if I turn this into something. Can area 3D detect a static body?
oblivion. A 300,000-degree baptism by nuclear fire. I'm not sorry. We had it coming. A surge of white-hot atonement will be our wake-up call.
The object you're moving is a static body.
Now a stillborn.
It's a static body, yes.
The bombs begin.
But instead it should be like...
Please remember me. There is no more.
This is closed. Areas don't detect static bodies. Areas work fine for character bodies, rigid bodies, but not static bodies. See the attached file, blah blah blah. It is closed. They can't do that for performance reasons. Do an intersect shape. Aha, aha. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add like a ray shapecast or something, and we're just gonna see if the shapecast hits something. Oh, we need to make sure the shapecast hits only walls, and it does. So cool. So I do like export var shape cost shape cost 3D. We still want this, right? We probably want it to like fade out or something instead. So let's have a function to be like fade out. Let's just queue free here for now, but let's do fade out. If shape cost is colliding, fade out, and we can still continue moving. Well, we probably should like make sure that the touch damage isn't enabled. We just delete it. It's the easiest one. And we fade out is the same as doing like this part of the tween. We probably should just do this instead. Cool. I think that works. Cool. With any luck, this will work. We'll see. Nah, we haven't set up the Shapecast reference. So almost. There's no stop all. Stop. There we go. Did it just change it back to stop all? Murder. You could see it messing it up for me. Shoot me then. It does seem like it's fading out very, very fast. Or potentially getting destroyed immediately. Yeah, probably because I'm doing the Q free there. Did you see it? Did you see it? Don't open there and destroy my code, please. So I think it works, but it's like, no, it's not working. Because we need to do the tween and then call back Q free. We don't need the delay there. Okay, there we go. Now it's gonna work. Then I have to eat some lunch. Yes, just much faster. Cool. Yeah, we have the enemy. It was working. It's pretty fine. I'm going to actually take a little break, and I'm not gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna eat something, talk to my family a bit. Because it's sportlov here. And I'll see if I come back later if I do something else. I'll drop you off at Kev's place. Right? You get to see some stuff. Anyway, you should all go right now and wishlist stuff for me. And yeah, let's start there. I'll drop this link in YouTube as well. So yeah, hugs and kisses, peeps. I'll see you soon, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, at some point. But yeah, bye.